Hi everyone, welcome to the start of my Peter's English podcast. I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my own Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is about learning English. This is the main goal of this podcast. I want to practice my speaking skills in English and learn English. My Peter's English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English. It's about my English novel Viera, the Vampire Diary, and it's about learning English tips. Do I always introduce myself to you? I think. Okay. I can introduce myself again. Hi everyone, I'm Peter, I'm 44 years old. I live in Slovakia. My hobby is learning English. I like learning English because it's my hobby. I want to visit foreign countries. I want to have better paid job and I want to live without language barriers. And I want to meet other people who like learning English like me. I've been learning English since August 2022 until now. I like watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English, and I like doing my podcast and writing my own English novel, Viera, the Vampire Diary. That's it. That was the introduction section, and we can continue with the main stuff of this episode, and it's learning English with Microsoft Copilot. I want to activate the study and learn mode and learn something new from the world of English grammar because I don't do it and it's a good idea to do it. And let's activate it. Okay, this is study and learn mode and we can start. I'm streaming and recording on my Twitch via OBS Studio the new video episode of my podcast. I want to learn past perfect and past perfect continuous. Yes, that's a good topic. Oh, explain to me how it works and use a lot of examples. Okay, now I'm waiting for the answer of Microsoft Copilot, and it is. The past perfect shows that something happened before another past event. The past perfect continuous shows that something had been happening for a while before another past event. Both help you build a clear timeline in storytelling. Past perfect had plus past participle. Structure: subject plus had plus past participle. Verb 3. Use it when you want to show that one action was completed before another past action. You want to emphasize the result of the earlier action. Think of it as the past of the past. Examples: I had finished my script before the stream started. She had already uploaded the video when I joined Twitch. By the time we went live, OBS had crashed twice. They had never used a microphone until that episode. Had you tested the audio before recording? Past perfect continuous. Had been plus verb plus ing. Structure: subject plus had been plus present participle. That means verb plus ing. Use it when you want to show that an action was ongoing before another past event. You want to emphasize the duration or cause of something. Think of it as it had been happening until something else happened. Examples. I had been streaming for 2 hours when the internet cut out. She had been editing the podcast all night, so she was exhausted. We had been recording since 8 p.m. when the guest finally arrived. The fans had been waiting for the new episode all week. Had you been working on the intro music before the deadline? Comparison table. Past perfect result. I had uploaded the file before the stream began. Past perfect is focused on result. Past perfect continuous is focused on duration or cause. I had been uploading for an hour when OBS crashed. Okay, if you want, I can help you write a few practice sentences for a podcast script, or I'm streaming and recording on my Twitch right now. Create a funny quiz with this English grammar. Okay, I want to know what it can do. We have to wait. Oh, here is. We can start. Only 5 questions. Okay. Why was the podcaster asleep during the live stream? He had been dreaming about grammar. He had watched a boring movie. He had eaten too much pizza. He had been editing all night. I don't know. He had been editing all night. What happened before the OBS crash? The microphone had exploded. Why did the viewers leave the stream early? They had been watching for 5 hours. They had never seen a podcast before. They had eaten all their snacks. It could be everything. They had been confused by grammar jokes. What had the host done before realizing the mic was off? Talking for... Okay, and the last question. Why was the grammar expert laughing during the stream? He had been teaching past perfect for hours. And that's it. 60%. Review explanation. Question 1. Why was the podcaster asleep during the live stream? He had been editing all night. Explanation. The correct answer is he had been editing all night. This uses the past perfect continuous to show an ongoing action that caused exhaustion before the live stream. Second question. The microphone had exploded. Why? Explanation. The correct answer is the host had been singing karaoke. This uses past perfect continuous to describe an ongoing action before the crash. I had the right answer. Okay. No, I hadn't. Yes, because I used microphone had exploded. Yes. The host had been singing karaoke. An ongoing action before the crash. Okay. Why did the viewers leave the stream early? They had been watching for 5 hours. The correct answer is they had been watching for 5 hours. This shows duration using past perfect continued before the viewers left. Question 4. What had the host done before realizing the mic was off? He had been talking for 40 minutes. The correct answer is had been talking for 40 minutes. This uses past perfect continuous to show an ongoing action before discovering the mic issue. He had been teaching why was the grammar expert laughing during the stream? He had been teaching past perfect for hours. The correct answer is he had been teaching past perfect for hours. This shows an ongoing action that explains the expert mode. Aha, interesting. I wasn't very successful at all. Totally understandable, Peter. Grammar can feel like a boss battle sometimes, especially when you're juggling, streaming, recording, and trying to teach or learn at the same time. But here's the good news. You've already done the hardest part. You showed up and tried. That's more than the most people do. Yes, you are right, I think. Quick tip to boost your success. Let's simplify the difference between the two tenses with a fun example from your Twitch world. Past perfect. I had pressed go live before realizing the mic was muted. One action, pressing go live, happened before another realizing the mic was muted. Yes, I know about it. Past perfect continues. I had been talking to myself for 10 minutes before chat told me the mic was off. Ongoing action, talking that lasted until another moment. Chat warning you. Aha, I understand. Want to try building a few sentences together? I'll guide you step by step. We'll make it fun and easy. Just say let's go, and I'll start with a simple question to get us rolling. I don't know. I think the best idea is to watch it in the... Yes. A cool 500 word story inspired by my novel Grand Hypergold Diary. Use a lot of wild dialogues. Use past perfect and past perfect continuous. Alright, Peter, here's a wild 500 word story inspired by Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, packed with crazy dialogues and loaded with past perfect and past perfect continuous, so you can see them in action. Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, the midnight broadcast. Now, people, I want to read you the story created by Microsoft Copilot because I want to learn from the context of the story. Let's go. Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, the midnight broadcast. Viera had been writing in her diary all night when the candle suddenly flickered. Not again, she hissed. I had already replaced this candle 3 times. Her best friend Luca burst into the crypt with a microphone. Viera, the stream had started 5 minutes ago. The chat had been waiting for you. Viera rolled her eyes. I had been preparing my dramatic entrance, but you ruined it. You had been preparing? Luca laughed. You had just been staring at your diary. Suddenly the coffin creaked open. Out stepped Aunt Drusilla wearing sunglasses. I had been sleeping peacefully until you two started shouting, she groaned. Viera snapped back. You had been snoring so loudly that even the bats complained. The Twitch chat exploded with comments. Oh my god, is this live? One viewer typed. Yes, Luca answered into the mic. We had promised chaos, and chaos has arrived. Viera leaned closer to the camera. Dear mortals, I had been practicing my grammar spells. Tonight, you will learn the past perfect. The chat spammed emojis. She pointed at Luca. Example 1. He had forgotten to mute his mic before singing karaoke. Hey, Luca shouted. I had been warming up my voice. Warming up? Viera smirked. You had been torturing the undead with that noise. Aunt Drusilla yawned. Children, I had been drinking blood tea before this nonsense began. Can we finish quickly? No, Viera shouted dramatically. We had been planning this stream for centuries. The bed swooped down, screeching. See, Viera said, they had been listening to my grammar lessons for hours. Luca whispered. They had been plotting to escape, actually. The chat went wild again. Teach us more. Use past perfect continuous. By Luca. Viera grinned. Fine. I had been sharpening my fangs before Luca entered. Wait, what? Luca stepped back nervously. Relax, she said. I have already promised not to bite you on stream. Aunt Drusilla muttered. I had been hoping for a quiet night, but clearly fate had other plans. Viera shouted. Exactly. That's the past perfect continuous. Ongoing suffering before another event. Suddenly the script door slammed open. A mysterious figure entered. Who had been messing with my Wi-Fi? The Vampire Lord roared. Everyone froze. Oh, Lucas stammered. We had been streaming, the Lord grumbled. I had been gaming before your nonsense crashed the server. The chat exploded. Boss battle. Grammar versus Vampire Lord. Use past perfect continuous to defeat him. Viera raised her diary like a spellbook. Listen carefully. He had been raging for hours before we interrupted. The Vampire Lord blinked. That it is correct grammar, he sighed. Fine, carry on. The stream ended with laughter. Viera closed her diary. I had been teaching mortals grammar and they had survived. Luca whispered barely. Aunt Drusilla added. I had been regretting my life choices since the moment I woke up. The bats clapped their wings. The chat spammed. Best grammar stream ever. Word count 505. This story shows both past perfect completed actions before another past event and past perfect continuous ongoing actions before another past event. All wrapped in Wild Vampire House. Okay, people. This was very interesting, and we have learned something from this episode. I hope I learned something from this episode. Okay, what now? I don't know. I simply wanted. Yes, I have to tell you that I've discovered new functions on YouTube thanks to Microsoft Copilot. I don't know if you know it, but you can, if you are YouTube Premium members, you can download your episode. You can download the video. You can use the save button in the free commas part on the right side of the video. You can save it for watch it later, and you can add it into your own playlist, and you can simply press pause and turn everything off, and the next day you can continue in the from the place where you ended, and that's great. It's like podcast app in your phone. Microsoft Copilot had explained to me it, and it was a good idea at all, because I discovered something new that I never heard before. That's interesting. I think I can end this episode because I don't know how to continue. What to do now? Okay, I can wait for 20 minutes and I can simply end this episode forever for this day. I don't know what I can do. I don't know what to say. The bad idea is to end because I don't want to be quiet and do this the whole time. Okay. And And I want to end this episode at 20 minutes. I don't know if I had some audience. I don't think so. My audience doesn't exist. I don't care. It's my hobby. I like doing my podcast, and I don't care if someone watches me or not. Thank you for watching. I want to end this episode. Yes, I want to end it because I don't know how to continue. But I wanted to tell you something before the end of this episode. But I don't know what to tell you now. And I'm thinking about it for 2 hours, for 2 minutes. But I don't know how to continue. Okay, I think that's it for this episode. And if I don't know how to continue, the bad idea is the end is. Because I'm too tired. It was a hard day today. You know, people have to work. You cannot have money without work. And I really don't know what to say. Okay, people, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If someone has watched it, perfect. You are good. And I want to tell you bye bye.